ever unlocked your phone just by looking at it? In the next 10 minutes, we're diving deep into the magic behind facial recognition. We'll uncover how your phone's camera, powered by sophisticated AI, maps your face with thousands of invisible dots to create a unique digital key. We'll explore the financial ripple effect this created, from boosting the value of your phone to fueling a multi-billion-dollar supply chain. ULL learn why companies like Apple and Samsung invest billions in this tech and how it is becoming the bedrock of our digital identity. Stay tuned to understand how a simple convenience feature transformed into a pillar of the modern digital economy. Facial recognition on our phones feels like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. But it's a brilliant blend of computer vision, machine learning, and advanced sensor hardware, all packed into one sleek device. It all went mainstream back in 2017 with Apple's Face ID. Suddenly, pins and fingerprints felt a little old-fashioned. The new gold standard was biometric authentication, using the one thing you always have with you, your face. So, how does it actually work? It's not just a simple photo. The technology uses infrared sensors, depth cameras, and powerful neural networks to map your unique facial geometry. Think of it as creating a highly detailed 3D digital blueprint of your face. This shift didn't just change how we unlock our phones. It created entirely new hardware supply chains and significantly boosted the value of high-end smartphones. It became a key feature that set premium devices apart and justified those higher price tags. At its heart, facial recognition relies on two core principles: 3D depth mapping and neural network-based pattern recognition. When you set it up, a system like Apple's TrueDepth camera projects thousands of invisible infrared dots onto your face. This creates a precise 3D mesh, which is then converted into encrypted mathematical data, not a picture. This is crucial for privacy. From there, machine learning models, which have been trained on enormous data sets of faces, analyze this mathematical representation to confirm your identity. And it all happens in a split second. The algorithms are constantly getting better, especially with the rise of Edge AI, which processes data directly on your device. This makes recognition faster, more secure, and more reliable. This incredible fusion of optics, silicon, and software quickly became the benchmark for flagship smartphones and a new frontier for computational imaging. The rapid evolution of this technology was really supercharged by two things: semiconductor miniaturization and huge leaps in mobile AI processors. Phone makers started including dedicated neural processing units, or NPUs. These specialized chips are designed to handle the complex calculations of facial recognition right on your phone. This and-device processing is a game changer. It dramatically reduces latency because the data doesn't have to travel to a cloud server and back. More importantly, it massively enhances your privacy, as your sensitive biometric data never leaves your device. This secure local architecture is what allows for seamless and safe continuous authentication for things like mobile payments, securing your banking apps, and of course unlocking your device. Now let's talk money. Integrating these advanced systems wasn't cheap initially. Back in 2020, it was estimated to cost manufacturers between $15 and $25 per device for Apple-grade hardware. However, thanks to economies of scale, that cost has been steadily dropping. This price reduction is a key reason why we're now seeing facial recognition technology trickle down from premium flagships into more affordable mid-tier smartphones, making advanced security accessible to more people. From a financial perspective, facial recognition has been a massive value amplifier for phone manufacturers. By embedding this advanced biometric security, companies accomplish several key business goals. First, they increase user trust. When people feel their data and digital lives are secure, they're more confident using their device for sensitive tasks. This strengthens what's called ecosystem lock-in, making users more likely to stick with a brand and its services. It also opens up brand new avenues for monetization, especially in the realms of digital identity and payments. Features like Face ID, transformed mobile banking, digital wallets, and e-commerce. They offered a frictionless yet incredibly secure way to authenticate transactions. Removing the hassle of typing in passwords or card details, this improved user experience directly contributed to higher average selling prices for flagship phones and fueled recurring revenue from services like Apple Pay and Samsung Pay, which rely on trusted user identity to function. This tech also shook up the global supply chain. The demand for facial recognition systems forged new lucrative partnerships between optical sensor manufacturers, AI chip designers, and 3D component suppliers. Companies that you might not have heard of, like Lumentum STMicroelectronics and Sony, saw their revenues soar as they became the primary suppliers for the crucial infrared emitters and sensors used in these systems. This specialization also sparked intense global competition. We saw firms in China and South Korea investing heavily to build up their own capabilities in producing facial recognition modules. Their goal was twofold: to reduce their dependence on Western suppliers and to capture a piece of the high-margin component business within the mobile assembly industry. Of course, staying ahead in this race requires massive investment. Research and development spending is a huge financial factor. Tech giants like Apple, Samsung, Huawei, and Xiaomi allocate billions of dollars every single year to improve their camera arrays, refine their AI models, and strengthen their secure enclaves where biometric data is stored. The commercial advantage gained from this investment is clear. It builds consumer trust and ensures compliance with increasingly strict regulations. Laws like GDPR in Europe have specific rules about protecting biometric data. These regulatory frameworks indirectly spur innovation as companies are forced to find a delicate balance between accuracy, speed, and privacy, all while trying to keep costs under control. The economics of security are another critical piece of the puzzle. By making authentication stronger, facial recognition significantly reduces the risk of fraud across payment systems, identity verification platforms, and app security. This creates measurable savings for banks, online retailers, and digital service providers. At the same time, the cost of developing and integrating secure on-device processing units and encrypted biometric storage adds to the capital intensity of designing a new phone. But it's a trade-off that pays off. The higher upfront production cost is justified by the long-term profitability that comes from reduced fraud losses and higher user engagement, all thanks to that foundation of consumer confidence. The impact doesn't stop with phones. The technological scalability of facial recognition is now reshaping adjacent industries. We're seeing automotive systems use it to recognize drivers and adjust settings. Home security cameras use it to distinguish between family members and strangers. And augmented and virtual reality devices use it for creating personalized avatars and secure logins. This expansion into new markets is great news for component suppliers, as it diversifies their customer base and expands their total addressable market. For investors, this diversification enhances confidence and helps stabilize financial returns by spreading the high cost of R&D across multiple sectors. So, the financial ripple effect extends far beyond just our smartphones, positioning facial recognition as a cornerstone of a much broader identity technology economy. So, where does the market stand today? In 2024, the smartphone facial recognition market is valued at over $7 billion, and it's projected to race past $12 billion by 2030. This growth is being driven by deeper AI integration and a constant expansion of new applications. As we discussed, the per-unit hardware cost continues to fall, and the rise of open-source face-matching software is helping to democratize the technology. We can expect to see it become a standard feature even in lower-cost devices across the globe. This trend follows a familiar pattern in tech diffusion. A feature starts as an exclusive luxury captured by early movers who build brand equity and eventually becomes ubiquitous, with later entrants competing primarily on price and efficiency. Looking to the future, the next big leap will likely be the integration of facial recognition with other biometrics. Imagine your phone using multimodal biometrics combining your face, your voice, your gestures, and even your unique behavioral patterns for continuous, seamless authentication. From a financial viewpoint, this evolution represents not just a new product cycle, but a fundamental platform shift. It will further entangle our personal identity with cloud ecosystems and sophisticated fintech services. What began as a simple, convenient way to unlock a phone has truly evolved into a structural pillar of the digital economy, merging our human identity with the financial and technological fabric of our everyday lives. And that's a wrap on our deep dive into the tech and finance of facial recognition. It's amazing how much is packed into that tiny camera at the top of your phone. If you found this interesting and want to learn more about the technology that shapes our world, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching it. We've got more exciting topics coming up, so stay tuned and we'll see you in the next video.